Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to all the believers, the true worshipers in Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the very few Akwath, you sisters out there that do believe. Shalom La Bachiar Shal Yashar Allah. Okay, peace to the elect of Israel. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. The New Living Translation says, Then I heard another voice calling from heaven, Come away from her, my people. Do not take part in her sins, or you will be punished with her. So verse 4 represents the elect being beamed up. Okay. That's what it represents. Come out of her, my people. Come out of who? Who is the her? America. Okay. That great city. That her is speaking on America. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. The NLT, see, it says the doom of Babylon. This is talking about Babylon the Great, the doom of America. Babylon the Great is America. America is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures. The NLT says one of the seven angels who had poured out the seven bowls came over and spoke to me, which the bowls and the vials is a metaphor which represents the Lord is pouring out his destruction, the plagues. Salakia. It says, Come with me, he said, and I will shew you the judgment that is going to come on a great prostitute who rules over many waters. The waters represents the nations, the people. Okay. Come out of her, my people. Who is the Lord's people? The Israelites. But we know through prophecy that the elect of the nation of Israel will be saved. Okay? So verse 4 represents, Revelation chapter 18, verse 4 represents, Lord willing, we're the elect. It represents us being beamed up. And I have a precept to follow this scripture in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. So you're going to have those that died in Yahweh Shai being beamed up in those chariots, in those clouds. The clouds represents the chariots of Israel. Okay? That's what that represents. And it says those that are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the chariots, in the clouds. This is Psalm 60. This Psalm 68, verse 17. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. See, the chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. So the angels are in those chariots. Okay. So, the elect not being partakers of her sins, that represents the second death, right? And that's going to be in um that's Revelation chapter 11 verse 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, right? It's going to be a great shaking. The earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard by the way of those, those missiles, okay, the thermonuclear missiles. And the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven. The remnant were affrighted. Okay, so even the believer is going to be shooken up because it's going to be a very great, terrible day. But the elect will be saved. Okay, and America is broken up into 10 different FEMA zones. Okay, that's why it says the 10th part of the city fell. All right. Well, let's start at verse 12. Revelation 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. There you go. The cloud represents the chariots. Okay? Come up hither. So the only way out is up. We have to be in those chariots to escape the great destruction that's to come. You know? Not being partakers of the second death. That's what we're trying to escape. Let's bring up Isaiah 26, verse 20. And it reads, come up, come my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. Right. NLT says, what, the restoration for Israel. This is the Lord's people being beamed up in those chariots. Go home, my people, and lock your doors, hide yourselves for a little while, until the Lord's anger has passed. Right. His righteous anger is going to take place. And the believers, the true worshipers in Yahweh Shemashach, must be in those chariots, safe and sound, right? So we don't take part of the second death. This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. The first death happened by the way of the flood. The second death is soon to come. That's by the way of what? Fire, nuclear missiles, warheads. Okay? This is Revelation 21, verse 8. But the fearful and the abominable and the murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So the elect will not be partakers of her sins. They will not partake in that second death. Okay, so with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well and teach well. and salutation to the brethren that do believe in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Shalom.